All right, I'm going to call that take 1.5 because I just turned the camera on and realized that I only had about 25 minutes left that I could record with, use to record. So I guess running low on data on this phone. I just recorded the semifinal earlier today, and so now here's toward the end of the day. But it's a long weekend over here, and I just want to start off the weekend by finishing this project. With the exception of the stats update, I tend to drag ass on those. But I also told myself the final couple of minutes before starting to record this, try to think of nothing, is what I kept telling myself over and over. Try to think about nothing at all, and then maybe just say what comes to me naturally. So, yeah, this will be basically a project concluded. This year's the Consolation Cup final, as predicted, kind of really from square one, game one. The 51 Detroit Red Wings and the 61 Toronto Maple Leafs, the two strongest teams. They finished first and second in the regular season. Part of it was a condensed 30 game season, and Detroit, the record was 18-5-7. They finished with 43 points. Toronto in second place with a record of 18-9-3 and 39 points. And while Detroit might be favored going into this one here, the final, they played one another 6 times already, regular season games. And at Maple Leaf Gardens, Toronto has a record of 2-1 against Detroit. And then also at the Olympia, so playing in Detroit with Detroit at home, the record was 1-1-1. So Toronto, I guess, doing the quick math there, overall they are 3-2-1, I guess, against Detroit. So it could be a pretty close series, and should get it underway because it could also last up to 7 games. So in Detroit, to start things off, it will be the Red Wings will have an advantage. They'll have a small advantage actually in both. 21-52 is Detroit's scoring range, and 49, so 11-25, there will be a scoring chance. So here we go. We're going to drop the puck here for game one. 2 minutes off the clock here. And actually, I should have the period counter. I should have other cards for that too, so I don't make that mistake again. Try to learn from the mistakes. So 54, because there was no chance here in the first couple of minutes either. So a couple more minutes there off the clock. I'll use yellow for the period counter. Maybe green, because I have the green pawn as well. So we'll do that. We'll discard those, put those dice at the back that I don't need right away. Anyway, 4 minutes into it here without a scoring chance for either side. Still working out the kinks, I guess. Anyway, so are these teams, there will be a scoring chance here. 63, that's going to be a Maple Leaf scoring chance. They get the first scoring chance of the series, and the 4 and the 2, they don't score on it. So anyway, with a 66 now, we're 10 minutes into the first period here of game one, and still scoreless, and 15, so there will be another scoring chance here. 13 minutes into the first period, 54, so that's going to be the Maple Leafs again here. 2 chances in a row for them, and they score first in the series. The Toronto Maple Leafs score here, scoring for Toronto. Just under 13 minutes into it, 5:36 for the Maple Leafs. It is Billy Harris. Billy Harris, time of the Billy Harris's goal is 03, so we're going to say 12:03. And assisting on Billy Harris's goal, 3:43 is Dave Keon, and 6:36 is Bob Pulford. So quick breather there. Harris from Keon and Pulford. I'm not going to keep stats actively, so I will lose track probably of the numbers of some of these players. But anyway, at 12:03, it's 1-0 Toronto, and 2 more minutes off the clock now. So Toronto's going to hold on to that lead for another couple minutes here, throwing another chance here. Let's see. 35, it'll be the Red Wings' first chance here of the game so far, and series, and they make good on it. They tie the game. Detroit scores here at the Olympia. It's a 1-1 game. Scoring for the Red Wings here, 2:32. That's going to be Ted Lindsay. Ted Lindsay, time of Lindsay's goal. We'll go with 46 there, so it's 16:46. And so about 4 minutes and 43 seconds later, and I think that's exactly 4:43 later. 2 assists on Lindsay's goal, 6:22. It is Marty Pavlich. Pavlich pretty outstanding during the regular season, and 1:46 is Gordie Howe. So Lindsay from Pavlich and Howe here at 16:46. We have a 1-all game, and 3. So we're advancing to the end of the first period here, chanceless, and a couple minutes into the second period now with the score still tied. We're going to stay there, but again, we need 25 or lower. So 3 more here. Now we're up to minute 5 here in period 2, where I got to change the counter. Apparently we were in period 0 there up until moments ago, but period 2 now, 56. So we're up to 8 minutes now. So I'm pretty sure we didn't have a chance here. Sorry if we did, but I don't think we did. So 42-53 up to minute 11 here, midway through regulation at least, make that 14. So 3 more minutes, and there will be a chance here late in period 2. 43, that's going to be the Red Wings again. The Red Wings with the 2 and the 6. Taking a 2-1 lead here. Close game factor will not be in effect in this game or series. Detroit here taking a 2-1 lead late in period 2. Scoring that goal for the Detroit Red Wings is going to be 4:56, which will give it to Metro Pristai, who has really outscored himself. Anyway, 18. So it's going to be here 16-18. And assisting on Pristai's goal, a pair of them. So the first one there, 165, that's Ted Lindsay. Pristai from Lindsay, and 664, Claire Martin getting the secondary helper there. Let's see here. So we could have another goal late in the second period. Chance this time 45. That's going to be the Red Wings again. 5-1. They don't get anything there, and it's going to go into the third period now. Detroit up 2-1 here. Another minute. And 3 more minutes. There will be a chance here in a minute 5 of period 3, 44. Again, it's Detroit. Detroit with a 5. They score a 5 as a goal anytime, but again, the close game factor not in effect here, so what am I saying? So 3-1 here. Detroit Red Wings have scored at the Olympia. Again, 5:22. That'll be either Marcel Pronovo or Jim McFadden, even Pronovo. Yes, it's going to be Marcel Pronovo. Pronovo providing a little insurance here. I'm not even sure if he scored it all in this yet. He's picked up a few assists here and there, I think. But number of assists on this goal, 5-4, so just 1 assist on Pronovo's goal. And 4:23, we give that 1 assist to George G. George G, who played for the Chicago Blackhawks in 1948, my shootout replay. And 47, actually, in Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey as well. Did G play, actually? Couldn't think of 48. Anyway, it doesn't matter for this. Like the name. So 3 more minutes off the clock there now, and I only one went through the tower. Okay, this is going off the rails already. So 3 more here now, 9 minutes to go here in regulation, and we're going to stay in the same minute, but of course we need 25 or lower. We didn't get it there. 26 won't work either. So just 6 minutes to go here now. Detroit trying to eat time and cruise to victory. And there will be another chance here late in the third. Let's see, Toronto really needs this one, but they don't get it. Detroit Red Wings here, the 1 and the 2, they don't score on that. So 31 again, though we stay in the same minute with that dreaded 31. And you know what? I'm going to do one more roll here, see if that ends in a 1 or a 2. It doesn't, so I'm going to call it. I'm just going to say 3-1 Detroit here in game 1. So yeah, Detroit with a comfortable victory. Of course, I didn't change that to period 3, so you could argue it's still period 2. I'll try to do better with that in game 2 and on forward. And if I can, I'm just going to abandon it. So anyway, for game 2, it's also going to be played here at the Olympia. And yeah, underway. Here we go with it. So 7 minutes. So there. Earlier I said 12 to 15. That was really a conservative or high estimate. I mean, I gabbed for a minute or two, and I just played that game in under 8 minutes. Mind you, it was a low-scoring 4 goals total, 4 combined goals game. But yeah, you can really roll out Mike Owens Quick Play Pro Hockey pretty quickly, especially if you don't have a lot of chances or goals. I believe I would keep that 64 and say 2 minutes off the clock here to start game 2. And staying 2 minutes into it here, so 3 more now. We're up to minute 5 here in period 1. Minute 7. Actually, no, it's going to stay the same, 25 or lower. So I mean, I was supposed to say what it is for Toronto, which is 31 or lower, but I'll say that again when we get to it. We're 10 minutes now into the opening frame here without a chance or anything, so quiet opener here in game 2. We will get our first chance now that I've said that, with about 5 minutes to go here in period 1. 22 just barely Detroit. Again, 21 to 52 is the range, and they don't score on it there. So 3 more off the clock now. That will do for another chance. This time it's going to be Toronto with their first here of game 2. And Toronto with the 3 and the 1. They've scored first. It didn't help them in game 1. But I mean, if offered it, they'll take it, I'm sure. So Toronto Maple Leafs again. Late here in period 1 of game 2. 4-1-6 for Toronto. That's going to be Dick Duff. And time of Dick Duff's goal here, 17-12 exact time. So Duff should only drop the red and the white there. 2 assists on Duff's goal. First assist, 6:53, is even Bond, odd Paulford. So Bond and 4:32, Red Kelly, of course. Okay, so Duff from Bond and Kelly, and away we go here, 56. So we're into period 2 now, a minute in. And yeah, we advance 3 more minutes here, 35. Okay, don't get distracted. So we're up to minute 5 here in period 2 of game 2. Now we're up to minute 8 where we will get a chance. And with the 24, that chance can be Detroit's to try to score, which they do here in period 2. So 1-1 game here again. And keep the cards here in order. Detroit scoring for the Red Wings, and it's period 2. Oh, dear. So period 2 and 564. You can't really see that anyway, can you? 564. It was right all along. So 564 scoring for Detroit is Gay Stewart. Gay Stewart, who won the scoring title in my 1948 shootout hockey replay. Really overachieved in that one, did Stewart. And 38, so 7:38 is the time of the goal. Assisting on Stewart's goal. He wasn't so spectacular here. 51 for Detroit, either older and or less playing time. So I'm going to roll for 2 assists anyway. I think it'll be 2 assists, so 5:35. It's going to be Jim McFadden getting the primary helper in 3:21 with the secondary. That will go to Red Kelly because, of course, Kelly will rack up the points for both of these teams in this series. So he should. I don't know, low-scoring games, so maybe not. Anyway, we get another chance here in minute 9, 53. That's going to be just barely Toronto looking to retake the lead right away, but they don't. 3 more minutes now off the clock here up to minute 12. And up to minute 15 we go here. So some quiet 7 or 8 minutes here to follow. Make that 10 or 11. And we're going to advance into the third period here. Technically, that's the final minute of period 2, but we didn't get a chance. Now we're going to advance a minute proper into period 3, and I will change this there. So 2 minutes here into period 3 where we will have a chance, and I will change that a little earlier this time at least. 35, that's going to be a Red Wings chance. Can they score the game winner here? No, the 3 and the 4, they don't. So 21, though, we're going to get another chance here. This time 52, that is just in Detroit's range. And Detroit with the 4 and the 2, they don't manage to score on it. So 3-6, we go up to minute 5 here in period 3. Advancing 3 more minutes, advancing 2 more minutes. Again, we need 25 or lower, and we're going to get it this time. So here with about 10 minutes to go, really critical chance. It's going to be Detroit's. And Detroit with a 6 and the 2, they managed to get the go-ahead goal here with about 10 minutes to go at the Olympia. 2-1 in the game, looking to go up 2-0 in the series. Scoring that goal, 6:52, low in the lineup. Who's going to be the unsung hero here? Possibly Jerry Couture. Couture gets the goal, and time of the goal here will go with 11. So we're going to say a 9-11, 9-1-1 can be a time for other things too. Let's see here, and so 6 and 2. It's going to be 2 assists on the goal. 365. That's Bob Goldham, also playing for Chicago in 1948. They must have done a lot of trading, Chicago and Detroit, circa 49 and 50. This 51 Red Wings have more than a few former Chicago Blackhawks in their team. Some blockbuster trade then. Anyway, 365. I already got Goldham, didn't I? So I got to drop the dice again, and I should probably drop all 3. That's going to probably, be, that would have been Gordie Howe unless that had been a 6. So I'll just give the secondary to Gordie Howe. And Detroit's up 2-1 here, and they're just looking to buy time now, eat time. So 3 minutes advance there. I can't buy them any time. 3 more minutes off the clock, and there's going to be a chance. 35, it's going to be the Red Wings looking to add some insurance. 1 and 5, they don't manage to do that. So let's see here, 5 and 1, though. We stay in the same minute. Toronto trying to stall now. Stall for time. Let's see here, 2:31s in a row, but that doesn't afford them a chance. 42, so these minutes are just inching by now. And with that 25, so there will be a chance here in the final minute for Toronto to tie and send it to sudden death. And with the 16, they qualify. And with the 4 and the 4, they do it. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to send this to sudden death overtime here. Game 2, they've knotted it at 2. Scoring for Toronto, taking the wind out of the Wings' sails here at the Olympia. 5:31 for the Maple Leafs is George Armstrong, Captain George. And let's see here. 57, 50, 3 seconds to go. I like that. 3 seconds to go. Toronto probably with the extra attacker out there. And Captain George, they're delivering the clutch goal if you're Toronto. 2, I'll just take the 2 and 3 and say 2 assists on it. And so 4:41, we're looking at Red Kelly again. I said Kelly would be prominent in this series for one team or another or both. Dave Keon with the secondary helper feels like his name has come up quite often as well. I'll change this back to 1 to signify OT period 1. I guess if I get to 4, I've got the cards over here. I've never had a game go to OT forever in any game on this tabletop. Anyway, now that I've said that, so it's going to be 3 minutes into the first overtime period here. Detroit's got to feel like they kind of let one get away from them there. And are they going to let Toronto get away with it, though? So 6 minutes now into the opening overtime frame, make that 7. And we stay in minute 7 here. Lots of whistles. 42, so we just advanced just inch another minute with the 45. We're going to now knock forward 3 more. 54, that'll be a couple more here. Very quiet opening sequences here. So up to 15 now. There will be the first chance here of sudden death. 11, that's a Maple Leafs chance. And Toronto scores in overtime. The Toronto Maple Leafs have tied this series here at 1. At the Olympia in OT, the dagger, George Armstrong with 3 seconds to go in regulation in the third period. Let's see who gets it in overtime. Frank Mcfadden, none other, suspiciously quiet through nearly 2 games. Mcfadden emerges with the overtime winner. Exact time of that goal, we're going to go 14:04. And assisting on Mcfadden's goal, 2 of them. Frank Mcfadden from that'll also be Mcfadden though. So 5:54, that's good enough. We'll go Eddie Shack. Yeah, sure, Eddie Shack out there with Frank Mcfadden. And Mcfadden keeps coming up, so he's literally all over this goal. 3:23. That's going to be Keon with the secondary helper. Keon's name has come up quite a fair bit in this. So Keon's been clutch here. Just happens to keep rolling up, and we're going to roll this one out here to, we're going to cross Windsor there and head into Toronto. And I think my geography's right there. Close enough. Anyway, it's so here in Toronto for game 3, that one took about 8 or 9 minutes. But again, that one went into overtime, even though there was just one more total goal scored. So here at the Maple Leaf Gardens, we're looking, let me double check again, 59. So it's going to be 31. 31 or lower this time will trigger a scoring chance for one team or the other. And at which point Toronto 15-43, Detroit 11-14, or 44-66. So let's see here. It's 29-59. Should double check there on that. 29 divided by 59. So quite sure about this. One of those things too. I'm 99% sure, but oh, what did I do? Okay, now my computer's behaving strangely, so maybe it wasn't meant to be. Anyway. Okay, let's get this underway because there haven't been any goals scored yet or anything. 25, so there will be a chance either way here. So 3 minutes into it. And 26, that would have been Toronto's anyway. And Toronto with the 2 and the 5. So again, they stole that one in Detroit to even the series at 1. Oh no. I had a bunch of websites pulled up. Just so I could start, maybe filling in stats, but don't know what happened there to the computer. Anyway, it crashed. Probably had too many things open all at once. So anyway, 6 and the 2, we're going to advance another minute. Sorry, that was a little distracting. I will try to recover from that. It's not my strength. And 3 minutes here, so we're to minute 7 here in game 3. Again, it's 29 divided by 59 because Toronto gets the +1 there for the normalization. So yeah, 4-9-1, it's close, but still Toronto, it's going to be 15-43 here on the table here, the chart. By the way, I set those down. I didn't drop them, so let's see. We'll advance some more time now. We're up to minute 9, and there's been no chance in this. Again, we need 31 or lower. Minute 11 here in period 1 of game 3. Minute 14, we are going to get a chance. And with that 55, that's going to be the Red Wings. The Red Wings are the 5 and the 4. They don't score on it, so we're going to have 3 more minutes off the clock now here up to minute 17. And another couple of minutes here. So just one chance so far in the opening period, and that will remain the case as we go 1 minute into period 2. I should change that up. And 2 minutes into period 2, we will have a chance with that roll of a 1 and a 2. That's going to go to 24. That's going to be Toronto. Toronto with the 3 and the 6. They don't score. So 2 more here. Toronto with a chance really to take over in the series, but no chances there. There will be a chance minute 7 in period 2, 66. That's a Red Wings chance. With a 5 and the 3, Detroit, like Toronto did twice on the road at the Olympia. Detroit scores here in Toronto. Here in the second period, scoring for Detroit, 663. That's either Skov or Martin. We're going to give that to Claire Martin. Claire Martin, defenseman Claire Martin, who played with Boston in like 47 and 48. Getting Detroit on the board, got Boston on the brain now. So Martin here, 2 assists on the goal. And I think it was 638 or 648, doesn't really matter anyway. 322, Red Kelly again. Martin from Kelly, in 436 is Jimmy Peters there, who played for Montreal in 1947. Anyway, Let's continue with this one here. So 9, just about midway through regulation, and 12, we get another chance. And 32, that's going to be Toronto looking to tie it. Toronto with the 4 and the 2, they don't. 2 more off the clock here now. It's a minute 14. No chances there. There will be chances 2 minutes later, minute 16. 6 and 1, Detroit again. And Detroit with a 2 and the 6. The Red Wings have taken a 2-0 lead here. They want to take back over the series, scoring this time for the Red Wings. 6:52 again, low in the lineup. That's going to be Jerry Couture again. He's sort of been outstanding here in these playoffs, producing, overachieving. His Jerry Couture near the bottom of the Detroit card. Time of Couture's goal, we're looking at 15:15, 1-5-1-5. And 2 assists on his goal. The first 366 is Bob Goldham, Couture from Goldham, and 426 is George G. Couture from Goldham and G here, 15:15. And I'll move that blue dot. Actually, we're going to get a chance. We stay right where we are, 63. Detroit looking to add 2 quick goals, and they don't. So close call there. Bauer bailing out Toronto. 3 more minutes now, up to 19. And now we're into period 3. Period 3, again, close game factor not in effect in this series. They have identical CGF ratings. Anyway, 2 more minutes there off the clock. And another minute, so 5 minutes into period 3. Toronto's yet to get on the board, but they have a chance here to do so. And with the 5 and the 2, they don't. So Sawchuk coming up big there with in tandem with the Detroit D. Another minute there, another minute there. And 3 more, and we will get a chance here with 10 to go in regulation at least. 31, it's the Maple Leafs again. They could do with another 31, but the 6 and the 1. That won't help them. 2 more off the clock now, 8 to go here. And we're going to stay in the same minute. And 51, that is Detroit. Detroit with the 3 and the 2. It is 3-0 here, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3 zilch for Detroit. Let's see here, scoring for the Detroit Red Wings, 2:23. That's Ted Lindsay again. And Lindsay has scored at 11:27, we will say. And 2 assists probably, yes, on Lindsay's goal. You know, more often than not, that's how it happens. It's going to be Lindsay from Gordie Howe. And do we get all 3 production line rolled up this time? We do not. Reg Kelly, of course, getting the other helper there. Actually, no, even Kelly, odd Goldham. Yep, it's going to be Kelly. So, Lindsay from Howe and Kelly. 3-0 Detroit, 8 minutes to go. And we get another chance, Detroit. Let's see here. Can they run it up? 64. 64 in the 5 and the 6. So, 4-0 here for the Red Wings. They took that loss in Game 2 at the Olympia personally. 3 seconds. They were 3 seconds away from taking a 2-0 series lead, a 2-0 lead in the series, and now they're up 4 goals here. And so scoring this goal for Detroit, I might have to even adjust the time a little bit. 6:22, even Pavlich, and that is even. So we'll give it to Marty Pavlich, even with that black die. I guess I'll do assist first for Pavlich, Marty Pavlich from 613, which would give it to Marty Pavlich. Again, we can't do that. We can't have that. So 463, it will be Metro Pristai, and 656, we're looking at Glenskov. So, and time of the goal here, 11. This one is 39. Yeah, we can do that. So 11:27, 11:39. 2 goals in just a dozen seconds. And let's see, Bauer's faces in his mick here in frustration. Bauer, I don't think they would pull Bauer. It was the 40s and 50s and 60s. Anyway, we're going to get another chance here. Minute 14, that's 26. That's Toronto. Toronto finally, they're fed up with it. And the Maple Leafs have finally scored here. Some mock cheers at Maple Leaf Gardens. So it's going to be a mix of cheers and jeers. And 354, it is Dave Keon, because why not? So Dave Keon, and Keon here at 30. So Keon here at 13:30. A 2 assist goal. Keon from 123 is Mcfadden, and 211 is Bob Nevin. Keon from Mcfadden and Nevin. That makes sense. Toronto with their heavy guns, their big guns out there trying to battle back here, but they're running out of time. 3 to go here roughly. And that's going to be a chance for Detroit as well. Detroit, they don't score on it, but they are up by 3. And you know what? That's basically, I will do one more roll because I did that with another game, but no, we're going to call that. So Detroit has taken a 2-1 series lead here. It's been back and forth and back again so far through 3 games and 34 minutes. So back to period 1 here in game 4 at Maple Leaf Gardens. Let's see, this will go at least 5. Detroit with a chance here to take a 3. I wonder if they can steal both here in Toronto. Let's see. The odds do favor them ever so slightly here, even in Toronto. So, coffee break. Barely any ice in it at this point. But 3 games in. And we're going to get a chance here in the opening minute of game 4. 16, that's Toronto. Toronto, they don't score on it. So 2 more minutes off the clock where we will get a chance again 31 or lower, 25. Again, it's the Maple Leafs. 3 and 4, so 2 missed chances here early for Toronto. Let's see if we can make it 3. Again, that's a Toronto chance. And Toronto finally, 3rd time's the charm here. 3 chances in the opening 3 minutes. And finally, the home team has scored first in this series. I guess I'm going to get the time for the goal scorer. 46, so 2:46. Scoring for the Toronto Maple Leafs is Frank Mcfadden, again with a clutch goal here. Toronto, I think, needed momentum to get back into that after a pretty decisive loss there. 2 assists to Mcfadden's goal. 2:34, that is Bert Olmstead, Mcfadden from Olmstead, and 6:43 we'll give that to Bob Pulford. And away we roll here. 2 more minutes off the clock now. Minute 5 without a chance. We actually stay in minute 5. Oh, I hope I didn't miss any 31s that should have been chances because it was 25 in Detroit. If so, it's an honest mistake. I don't know which team it would have benefited. You can play it back. Anyway, I've caught it now. If I didn't catch it before 12, it's going to be a Detroit chance. And with the 3 and the 2, the Detroit Red Wings here have tied it in pretty short order here in Toronto. Scoring for Detroit. Knotted at 1. It's 6-6-1. So we give that to Glenn Skov, and assisting on the goal, Skov from 2:43 probably. Oh, Sid Abel. Sid Abel finally getting into this. He's been quiet. 5:46. We're looking at Jim Mcfadden with the secondary helper there, and I didn't get the time. 0-4. So at 4:04, a minute and 18 seconds after the initial goal there, and 2 more minutes off the clock. 3 more minutes off the clock. There will be a chance here at minute 10. And 14, it's going to be Detroit again. Detroit with the 5 and the 1. They don't score there. So 3-6. That's going to be 3 more minutes now to minute 13. 1-1 here in period 1, minute 16. And minute 18 here in period 1. Still 1-1. So final minute here of the opening frame. 14-12. Detroit again. Detroit with a 5 and the 6. They score. They're up 2-1 in the series and up 2-1 in the game here, tail end of period 1. Remains to be seen what impact that'll have in Toronto rolling forward. 5:25 here for Detroit. That will be Jim Mcfadden. Mcfadden's been picking up a few points here. He cooled off from his rookie season there in 48 where he won the Calder Trophy, but he's still there. Anyway, 6-4, so finally a 1-assist goal. Mcfadden from 5:42. That I feel like that's Mcfadden again. I'm right, actually. That is Mcfadden again. 2:64 instead. That's going to be Sid Abel. So Abel maybe playing on a line with Mcfadden in 39. So 19:39, 21 seconds to go in the first period, but 3 minutes here. So a few minutes here now into period 2. I'll change this to show period 2 here in game 3. In game 4. Don't lose track of how far you are into the series. Anyway, 3 more minutes off the clock here now. So we're up to minute 6. And now we're up to minute 8. And we're going to stay in minute 8, but we've yet to get a chance here. So minute 11. And let's see here, minute 12. Minute 14. We have a scoring chance. I don't want to make that mistake if I made it before. 14, it's Detroit. And Detroit doesn't score on it. So this game stays tight, and we stay in the same minute. And 41, that's going to be Toronto. Toronto here, the 1 and the 5, they don't score either. 4 and 2, so 5 minutes to go here in period 2. And 4 minutes to go here in period 2. Let's see here. That was 32 or 42 or something like that. So 1 minute to go here in period 2. Still a bit humid here. And 42, it's Toronto. I'm feeling it. And Toronto Maple Leafs have tied it toward the end of two. Detroit had the late period 1 goal. Toronto here with the late period 2 goals scoring for Toronto. Oh dear, that's going to be Frank Mcfadden. Anyway, I'm going to give it to him. So Frank Mcfadden, how many assists on the goal? We're looking at 2 assists on the goal. The first one, 363. That's going to be Red Kelly, of course. And secondary with the 626 is going to be Ron Stewart. Time of the goal, 18:58. A minute 2 to go. So a minute 2 to go here in period 2 of game 4. And actually, it must have only advanced about 24 minutes, not 30. Anyway, because I just see that it's 30 now. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But anyway, this is a 2-all hockey game. I think I can say with some confidence that I do know that we're not going to advance. We are going to advance. So here in period 3 with the score tied at 2 here in game 4. Yikes, period 3. And there will be a chance. And I set those down. I didn't roll them. So that chance is going to go to Detroit. Detroit with a 4 and the 6. That is a goal. That is a 10. That is a goal. The Detroit Red Wings have taken a 3-2 lead here in Maple Leaf Gardens in period 3, where they are looking to steal both. And 5:34 here for Detroit. That is Jim Mcfadden. Jim Mcfadden, what's up? His scoring is what's up. So 2 assists there, 6:45. Mcfadden, that is Vic Stasiuk getting the first. The second is 5:62, and I didn't get exact time, but getting ahead of myself here. Gay Stewart getting the secondary helper. And 43, so we're looking at a minute 43 early in period 3. Detroit takes a 3-2 lead, and 3 minutes now into period 3, roughly without a chance. 2 more without a chance. Toronto running out of time here at Maple Leaf Gardens, but they do get a chance to get a chance. 46, however, that's the Red Wings again. The Red Wings have scored and doubled up on Toronto. It's 4-2 here in Toronto. The Wings on the verge of taking a 3-1 series lead back to the Olympia. But let's see. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. 6:34 for Detroit. So Vic Stasiuk scoring the goal. And unassisted, Vic Stasiuk unassisted. Time of the goal, 14. So at 5:14, at 5:14. And 2 more minutes off the clock. Again, we need 31 or lower. So 3 more minutes. There will be a chance. Toronto needs this one. Toronto doesn't get it. Detroit again. Detroit, they don't score, but they're still up by 2. 3 more minutes off the clock here. Another chance possibly. And this time it will be Toronto. And Toronto, they score. So they're back to within 1 here. About 6 minutes to go. Do they have time? The Toronto Maple Leafs scoring the goal. Frank Mcfadden again. Desperation mode. Mcfadden, the desperado. And 2 assists on his goal. 123. He can't assist on his own goal. 4:56. Carl Brewer. Mcfadden from Carl Brewer. And 6:52 is Bob Pulford. So 09 for this one here, 13:09, so just under 7 to play, and 3 more minutes off the clock. Ooh, Detroit boxing Toronto out now, keeping them to the perimeter. Look at that. I will roll once more. Okay, so I will award a chance because that's a white die roll of a 2. And 32, that's going to be Toronto. Toronto, they don't score on it. Oh, okay, no, that's it. That's it. It's going back to the Olympia for Game 5. A tight 4-3 verdict here in Game 4. And Detroit is up 3-1 in the series with a chance to win the Consolation Cup in Game 5. They can do it on home ice at the Olympia. And we switch it up again here for Game 5. We are 4 games and 33 minutes into this one, 33 and a half minutes in. And again, I have to remember, I have to make that little mental adjustment, that mental reset. I did turn on the air conditioner, even though it's into September. It's just still quite warm, quite humid. And here in Game 5, again, scoring chances back to 25 or below. Detroit 21-52. Toronto, therefore, will be 11-16 and 53-66. If I've made any mistakes here, it isn't intentional. Anyway, I'm a Habs fan. I don't have a dog in this fight. And before I will move 3 minutes before I forget, and I will make a mental note that there's a chance, note to self, there is a chance here in Period 1 at Game 5 at the Olympia. But I just wanted to point out as well, so Toronto and Detroit have really kind of built up. I've talked about this elsewhere, mentioned it elsewhere, but In 63, it was Toronto being Toronto and defeating Detroit in the final, much like historically. However, in 48, it was the Red Wings that upset the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've now replayed 47 and 48, and I've taken 2 Stanley Cups away from Toronto. So they're good at getting to the final, because they also got to the final in season 1 of my Eternal 6, replaying the 68 with just 6 teams, 6 stacked teams, 6 draft refortified teams, and Toronto made the final in that one. But of course, Boston won the Stanley Cup in that one. So Toronto, they've been a finalist quite frequently, and but they're down 3-1 in the series here. We get a chance here 3 minutes into game 5. 16, that's going to be a chance for Toronto. Toronto 5-1, so they don't score on it. 2 more minutes coming off the clock here now, up to minute 5 without a chance, and I stand corrected. We stay in the same minute with a chance. 52, it's Detroit. And Detroit with the 5, they score here to open up game 5, open up the scoring in game 5. The Detroit Red Wings scoring that goal for Detroit with the 2-1-2 is Ted Lindsay. Actually, even how odd, Lindsay. Gordie Howe. So Lindsay and Howe both touched it. They're going to give the goal to Gordie Howe. 2-1, so it's going to be 2 assists on the goal. It's going to be Howe from 161. That's Ted Lindsay. So that actually works out. That checks out nicely. 533, even Pronovo, odd Mcfadden. So Mcfadden will get that, because of course he will. Mcfadden being rewarded now with time. He gets to play in the production line with Ted Lindsay and Gordie Howe. And it's 1-0 Detroit. I didn't get the exact time of the goal. I don't think it's at 4:48 here in the opening frame. So 2 more minutes off the clock now, up to minute 7. We're up to minute 9. Again, we need 25 or lower here to minute 11. We go with a chance. And 33, that's going to be Detroit. And with the 2 and the 1, they don't score on it. So still 1-0 here. 3 more minutes off the clock. And another 3 minutes off the clock here. So fast close to period 1, it looks like. But we're going to get a chance with just 2 minutes to go. It's going to be Toronto looking to tie. And Toronto with the 2 and the 6, they do it. The Maple Leafs score late here in period 1, here in game 5. I probably said that too many times already. Trying to remind myself. 1-4, I will give it to Mcfadden. 144, just to make it a little more official looking. 1 assist to Mcfadden's goal. 6:43. Mcfadden from Bob Pulford. Time of Mcfadden's goal. 17:09. And away we go. Just drop the red and the white here. So we will get a chance, actually, in the final minute of the period as well. 44, it's Detroit. And Detroit, just as soon as Toronto ties, as it's going to feel like pretty much, the Detroit Red Wings take a 2-1 lead here with a chance to just eliminate them and win the whole thing. Gordie Howe, of course, Mr. Hockey, steps up and scores. That's his second of this game. And 2 assists on his goal. That is 6:51. That goes to Jerry Couture. Howe from Couture. And 152, is that also Howe? Yes, it is. 5:62 instead. That will give it to Gay Stewart. So Howe taking an extra shift there with Stewart and Couture at 56, the time of the goal. So 19:56, 4 seconds to go. We had a goal scored with 3 seconds to go left in the period. We had a goal scored with 4 seconds to go in the period. And here to start the second period of game 5. Intermission sip. And to get things underway here for period 2, 3 minutes off the clock. Another 3 minutes off the clock. I guess I could have rolled, come to think of it, at the end of period 1 there to see if the white 1 could have triggered another chance in the final minute, and I could have rearranged time, but oh well. So 9 minutes now. Here we go. 12 minutes. Wow. So very quiet middle frame here, up to 15. That's no exception. Oh, there's an exception, though. 4 minutes to go here in the second period. 64 Toronto chance. Toronto, they tie the game here. They tie the game here. Backs to the wall. They've tied it at 2 late in period 2 and a quiet second period up till this point. And scoring for the Maple Leafs here, 161. It's Mr. Clutch Mcfadden again. And he scored here the exact time of his goal, 15-18. And 2 assists, Mcfadden from, let's see here, 241 Mcfadden from Bert Olmsted. And 633 Mcfadden from Bert Olmsted and Ron Stewart. And 2 more minutes off the clock. Another chance here late in the second period. And that's Detroit's. And Detroit, they're good at this. So they're good at scoring right after Toronto scores. They're taking a 3-2 lead here. And scoring for Detroit. 6:35 for the Red Wings scoring that goal. Vic Stasiuk. Stasiuk has scored at 17:32. And Stasiuk here from 312. Stasiuk from Sid Abel or Red Kelly. We're going to give it to Abel. Stasiuk from Abel. And 433, we're looking at Jimmy Peters. And we're looking at another chance here. 65, it's the Maple Leafs. And the Maple Leafs have come back to tie it. So 3-3 here toward the end of 2 periods here in Game 5. And scoring for Toronto this time, 5:33 for the Maple Leafs. That will be Billy Harris. Harris, let's get the number of assists first, just to change it up a little bit here. Harris from 326, Harris from Keon, and 354, Harris from Keon and Duff. And time of the goal here, 18:34. And another chance in the final minute. It's going to be Toronto again. Toronto with a 5-6 and the 5. They do it. They take the lead. A couple of goals in very quick fashion. 4-3 here at the Olympia. And Toronto here, let's see, seconds to go here. 2:21. That's Frank Mahovlich yet again. Single-handedly, the future Red Wing. 0-4. That is at 19:04. Frank Mahovlich from 5:26. Mahovlich from either Armstrong or Harris. From Harris, and 5:63 from Harris and Shaq. Shaq out there again with Mahovlich late in the period. 34, so we are into period 3 with Toronto up by 1. So Detroit for a little while there looked like they could have this wrapped up. Now, not so much. Anyway, 3 minutes into period 3, no chance there. Actually, yeah, no, 25 or lower, but we do stay in the same minute. Now we're up to minute 6. With the chance, 33. That is a Red Wings chance. And, oh, that was an awkward drop, but I'm going to count it. 2 went through the tower eventually. So, Detroit has knotted it here at 4. Scoring for Detroit. Just getting a little tired here, repetitive. Anyway, 6:55 here was my idea to come on and roll an entire series and try to talk about it. Meanwhile, all the while. Anyway, Glenn Skov here with the clutch marker. Game tire here. Let's get the time of his goal here. 39. So here at 5:39. Skov from Rags Raglan. Actually, even Martin, odd Raglan. Yeah, Skov from Raglan. And 2:53, we're looking at Sid Abel. Okay, 2 more minutes off the clock. No chance. Could this go to sudden death? Not if we keep rolling white ones. Anyway, 9 minutes here to go in regulation. 6 minutes, but we get a chance. 44, that's the Red Wings. And the Red Wings don't score on it. Great save, Johnny Bauer. Here, 3 more, so minute 17. 2 more now. Just over a minute left here, regulation time, and that's going to bring us into the first minute of the first overtime. So Game 5 has seen overtime. Game 5 overtime, Detroit looking to eliminate Toronto. And we stay in the... Could they get it right here in the opening minute? The chance will go to the Red Wings. And there you have it. The Detroit Red Wings have won the Consolation Cup in overtime in Game 5. Detroit comes back in the game in the third period, and they score here good and early in overtime. They didn't want to take their chances. They took a chance and put it away and made good in the chance. 5-1-5. The overtime hero is hardly ever scores goals ever. Defenseman Leo Reese there. So Leo Reese there from the blue line jumping up in the play for Detroit. Let's get the exact time. I'll either add it to 0 or subtract. Yeah, 52 seconds. That works. And Leo Reese. And let's see, we can give one more point to Leo Reese in 164. So Reese from Ted Lindsay. And 613, Reese from Lindsay and Marty Pavlich. There you have it. Another project done in the books. In the bag. No, not in the bag. In the bag feels like pre-project and you're taking it out. You're letting the cat out of the bag. But anyway, yeah, just another project concluded again, other than for the update. So 52 seconds. I didn't really plan a post game. That was a while ago. But I've completed a 5-game series here in just over 44 minutes now. So there's no need really to make the video much longer than that. But for this project, for this or any other video like it. Thank you very much for any time and any consideration given. In the 1951 Detroit Red Wings, I don't have a cup here, but this is a mug. Kudos to them. And yeah, they again, no great surprise, but the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Chicago Blackhawks, I mean, there were pretty good teams. But yeah, this 51 Detroit Red Wings, I know that Seals Fan 1 called for them basically right from the outset here that they would win, and he was correct. So they are, again, your Redemption League Volume 2 Consolation Cup. Yeah, they lost in the playoff semifinal, and it was just a 14 playoff then after finishing first in the NHL that year. But they have won the Consolation Cup here, at least, if that is indeed any consolation. All right, bye for now.